Bernard. And Muzz, if you'd like to open with a statement, then we'll have some questions for the student athletes.
Yeah, it was an interesting game. I thought that we came out and played pretty strong in the first period. We made a couple bad errors and lost the wide man that gave up odd man rushes and breakaways. I thought we made a good push in the second, scoring early and counterpunching to stay within one. And then again, we made a bad turnover that cost us to have to take a penalty. Really nice goal by Edwards to score. Then I thought we made another push and missed out on a couple backdoor opportunities. The shots were in our favor. Time and zone was a little bit more in our favor, but they scored when they needed to, and they capitalized when they needed to, and that is what is most important. And we did not. And honestly, I just hope it pisses off our team, and then we go and try to win a national championship, and that just drives us.
Questions for the student athletes?
Seemed like you guys, as Blue Liner for Lauren, were able to really kind of control what was in front of you and make life a little bit easier on Reagan. But today it seems like Wisconsin was able to get past you a little bit. What did they do a little bit differently than what you guys have seen all season prior?
Yeah, they're a great team, and they forecheck hard, they pressure hard, and I think we weren't as composed as we were in yesterday's game. And we kept forcing pucks up the wall when that's where they wanted us to go. So that was a big problem for us, and we kind of fed right into it.
For Hannah, you're a graduate on this team, kind of seen as a leader, and in that second period they get a power play goal and a shorthanded goal. Did you guys think you were going to respond a little bit differently than you were able to there in that middle frame?
Yeah, I think we could have responded a little bit better. But we just learned from this game, and if we didn't change what it was in the game, then we're going to change it when we play them again. So I think overall we can just learn from this game.
For Hannah and Lauren, you just heard your coach say that you hope this pisses you off. Don't you move right in the room? People pissed off.
Yeah, for sure. It's never a good feeling, especially with the rivalry we have with them. It's always great games when we play them, but it's tough. It definitely sucks. And you could feel that throughout the locker room, and we just need to use it to fuel us as we move on, because luckily we do get a second chance. So, yeah, everyone needs to take that and just move forward with it, learn from it.
As for either of you, yesterday Wisconsin's head coach Mark Johnson talked about how if at the second media time out there in that first period they were either winning or tied, he was going to take that as a good sign for the remainder of the game. Did you guys feel they came out a little bit differently today than they had prior, the 4 separate times you guys have played them?
I think at the end of the season everyone's playing their strongest game, so yeah, I think that's one of the best teams that we've seen this year, but also I think we have more to give, and we haven't seen our best yet, so I think we can just respond from this.
And Lauren, you were talking about you guys are lucky that you have a second chance, and for both of you, now that you have that second chance, you faced off against 2 great teams this weekend, probably most likely going to face off at least one of them again. What specific lessons can you learn from this weekend that you want to change and can bring into now your ultimate goal of winning the national championship?
I think the biggest thing is mistakes. We had some very costly mistakes, and a team that is that skilled and has that many great players, they are able to respond and put the puck in the back of the net when they need to, and Coach Muzz said that, but that's ultimately what it came down to. They had 2 quick goals in the first, and we were playing good, but it's hard to come back from that, and we gave them too much respect, and they were able to run up the score, which not good.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Ladies, thank you. Good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you, guys.
Any more questions for Muzzy? Go ahead, Dean.
You talk about the last game of the regular season when you lost to them 4-2, kind of a wake-up call for you guys. after losing this one, what does that mean in terms of the mindset for your team?
Well, what it means is you got 1 versus 2. It's very likely 2 can win, and that's okay, and that's gonna happen. I mean, we beat them 3 times, and that's a good accomplishment too. But all it is again costly errors that we have to make sure that we don't do, and they're self-inflicted, and we got to get that under control quickly. But we're not going to think about them anymore because that's not who we're playing next. So we're going to move on from that. Congratulations to them. It was a good game, and then we hope we get another shot.
Defensively today, allowing 6 goals, was it maybe just the amount of chances they were able to get closer to the slot, or just creating more traffic for Reagan?
No, I really don't think any. You guys want to solve all these issues, and it's just honestly, we made some errors we shouldn't have. I don't think they changed much of their game, and either did we. We just made some mental errors. Not going to overthink it because that's not what it was. And we had to make some key saves, and we did not. We had to make some key plays, and we did not. And they're going to capitalize because they're good.